What are you nerding out about now?
All right, Steven, what are you nerding out about?
Yeah, I've had a nerdy couple weeks. So I'm in IT, you're in IT, Kurt, you're in
Yep.
IT, everybody's in IT. So like everybody,
The IT
the,
cast.
there's one of the things I've been nerding about, which is more or less been forced on me, is AI models. Now I don't know if everyone in the audience is familiar, but AI is a thing. It's not going
Not just
anywhere.
a crappy Spielberg movie.
No, it's a real thing. Oh, David the robot. So I've been our company's kind of pushing like, hey, we should get familiar with AI, and I was not having it. I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. What are we supposed to build? Blah, blah, blah. Went through a couple of training classes, and I went, all right, I hated it. Now I'm curious. So I have been playing around with a bunch of local AI models on my machine because I got the big old GPU. Not big, it's like 3 years old, but it's doing the job, and I'm having a really good time figuring out how to work AIs, how to talk to these different models and stuff. Been really nerdy. That is less you can probably relate to it less, some of your audience members, than this other thing I've been nerdy about, which is 3D printing. And this, I have something to show you that I'm really excited about in the 3D printing realm. And one day I'll tie the AI and the 3D printing together. But for now, we're just going to 3D print. I've had this thing for a year.
I wonder, real quick, I wonder if, because you can have AI artwork.
Sure.
I wonder if you can have an AI generate a 3D model, an STL file in the future for 3D printing something.
Maybe. I mean, you'd have to train it on things that actually printed successfly and hope that it didn't create spaghetti.
Right.
Which has been my experience.
Or Will Smith eating spaghetti.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone remembers that. We've come a long way, Joe. We've come a long way. But so I've had this thing for like a year. I printed a few things. I was like, this takes forever, and everything screws up. But I got more interested. Somebody was showing me some tips. They said, like, you got to level your platform properly. You got to do all this stuff. So I bought like a feeler gauge to make sure I had the nozzle just the right distance from the thing. Anyway, and I also learned about something for storage and organization. This is a honeycomb storage system. So think of it like pegboard.
Yeah.
But this goes on the wall, and then little accessories can poke in these holes and they clip in. Like you can put shelves, you can have tool holders, you can have anything you can imagine that can clip inside these standard sized hexagonal holes. So I'm working on building a bunch of these so I can put on my wall, and I got a new organization system. And this is the first one I've been able to actually get print successfully today from bottom to top. And I'm learning a little bit every day, and it's an absolute blast. This one I think is just called honeycomb shelves or something on printables. But there's another one called Gridfinity, which has a lot of hype. That's like a grid system for putting in drawers. So it's a perfectly sized or standardized grid system, and you print little boxes that fit in those grids. So you put the little grid platform in your drawer, and then you kind of Tetris organizational boxes in the grid. It's really flippin' sweet, but it takes forever because my printer took like 6 hours to print this.
Yes.
Which
and
is
what
the
kind
one
of printer
drawback.
do you have?
It's the Ender Creality Ender V2.
Okay, you've got the newer version. I've got the first version.
Oh, okay, so. Yeah. And I tell you, like, if I print enough stuff, I could see investing in a faster printer with some more bells and whistles.
Oh yeah. I saw a video today about one from Prusa that has 5 nozzles on it, so that you can print in multiple colors. And yeah, that looked pretty dang sweet.
Yeah, it's a different world than it was 10 years ago. Like, they got them now. This one does 50 millimeters a second, which is pretty, like, it's decent clip. But there's others that do 250 millimeters a second because it's got like vibration cancellation and stuff. It uses the vibration of the machines that flies across the board to like stop at the right spot. It's wild. Anyway, I've been having a blast with that. It has been keeping me very occupied.
Haven't pulled the trigger yet. I just, because I know what's going to happen.
What's going to happen, Kurt?
I'm gonna end up obsessing on it for a while, and And yeah, no good can come from that.
I hear you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
The rabbit hole is deep on that one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and the one that I mentioned, like bells and whistles, are great, but it was also like $4,000 printer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They do have them. Like, there's some that are much better than one I've got for $7. So it's like you have to double your money almost every time, though. You go from like this one was $300, and then you get the $600 or $700 one, which is, I mean, twice as good, really, with more bells and whistles. But then the next step is like the $1,300 printer, and you can go crazy. I mean, you really walk down a dangerous rabbit hole here.
I'd have to be making things to sell at that
Exactly.
point.
Yeah, I would need it to fund the hobby. I need the thing to actually fund itself, and I'm too lazy for that. That's not happening.
Right. I get you.
Yeah. Well, then you go down the rabbit hole of different materials and things like that, and the materials get super expensive, and yeah.
At some point, you have to stop trying to learn more. You just have to just go like, you know what? I've learned what I need, and if I keep learning, I'm gonna keep thinking, ooh, that would carbon fiber printing. Oh, bad idea.
See, that's why I thank God for YouTube, though. Like, because YouTube, you can go way down the bunny hole on any subject you want without actually having to do it, and kind of get that a little bit of an endorphin rush from just learning about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, at some point that becomes dangerous, because then you start going, how much would it cost me? And am I really into this enough to do that? And the answer usually ends up being yes, until you get the stuff and you go, oh no.
Exactly. What have I done?
Well, and you've got to be super careful. Like you mentioned, the carbon fiber ones, if you don't have the right nozzles for that, it will destroy your machine.
Yeah, so, you got to know what you're doing.
It'll wreck it. Yeah.
Read the manual. Read the friendly manual, everybody.
Yeah. Oh man, Kurt, what are you nerding out about?
Well, it's the beginning, the proto nerding of Avatar hit Netflix today.
Dude.
Snap.
Yeah.
I haven't started it yet, but I am excited to. I'll probably start it this weekend with my kids.
I started episode 1, didn't even finish it. And I went, all right, I like the way this is looking right now. Now it looks like they took a little bit more of a serious approach than the cartoon. What I haven't done is I haven't seen any of, they really haven't even gotten into Aang's traveling at all yet. And so we haven't met anybody really. No sidekicks per se. But as long as they don't take the fun out of it.
Yeah.
Because that was one of my main things.
Key component.
Yeah, it was a key component, and also that's one of the reasons why I hated the M. Night version.
Oh yeah, he made it completely unfunny.
All the joy got sucked out of that movie.
And he's usually known for such joyful work. You know, that was what was so shocking.
Yeah. Oh boy. We don't have time to go down M. Night bunny hole tonight. But
Ong visited the village.
I mean, real quick, bunny hole. Where did you stop liking him? What movie did you quit at?
Right after Unbreakable.
Okay, after Unbreakable. Joe, when did you quit on him?
Signs.
So I'm sorry. Just to be clear, I like Unbreakable. That was the last good. That was the last good movie for me.
Right. Okay. Last good movie. Let's go from there. Joe, is that Signs last good movie?
Well, I don't know what order they came out in. I liked Sixth Sense. I liked Unbreakable.
Yeah.
When I watched Signs, I was like, really?
Okay.
There's like I get all the different foreshadowing, but there's no payoff. Not really.
No.
Yeah. Sure.
And so I was like, no.
Good argument.
So, and then The Village was just like, again, really?
See, The Village was the last one I really dug, because I like this whole like Utopia's impossible messaging that was in there. But like Lady in the Water is what I was like, what have I done? What has happened? And then after that, it was just a disaster up until
I didn't even watch
recently.
Lady in the Water.
I gave him a pass on Signs. I didn't like it, but I gave him a pass. I said, well, everybody's got a bad movie every now and then. Then I watched The Village and I went, nope, not doing this anymore. I like yeah. And again, I don't think I've liked a movie he's done since.
Wow, yeah.
Well, and
because he's not responsible for Split, right? Or
he did Split, yeah.
No, he did. Okay,
Split.
so no. Then I will walk that back. I really enjoyed Split. Now it was part because it was one.
Part
it was
of
just
the
good,
Unbreakable verse,
but then
or whatever.
it became part of the Unbreakable universe, and I went, yes, okay, good. I'm in again.
Yeah, and I still haven't Split, and then Glass, right? Isn't that the
Glass?
other one?
I still haven't seen Glass.
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
if you love Split, just leave Glass.
I like Split quite a bit.
Yeah,
I like Split quite a bit. Yeah,
Glass will break you. Just leave. Split was wonderful. Just enjoy it. Let me put it this way: our internet went down at the end of Glass, and we didn't bother going back.
Oh, jeez.
At the climax of the movie, we were just like, "I'm done here."
Oh.
But yeah, I'm sorry. I took that in a whole different direction. I just wanted to go on with the Avatar. I didn't mean to take us too far off the.
Well, and plus, I mean, there is no movie in Ba Sing Se, so nothing.
I don't know what that means.
Did you ever watch the Avatar cartoon?
No, I'm way out of my element here.
Okay. Well, there's a point where they're brainwashing people, and they tell them there's no something in the city of Ba Sing Se, and and so it's become a bit of a meme where there is no movie in Ba Sing Se. AKA the M. Night Shyamalan movie does not exist.
Oh, okay. I love it. I love it.
So, yeah. It is in a lot of circles considered one of the worst adaptations ever created. That abomination.
Well, but Kurt, if you like the TV series, I have not watched Avatar, the anime or the cartoon or the M. Night Shyamalan. I have no idea. When you said Avatar, I was like, "Oh, the Way of Water," you know.
No. which I still haven't seen. I still haven't seen that one.
One of my coworkers refers to that as Dances with Smurfs.
It's Ferngully in space is the way I always put it.
I mean, honestly, look, if we're since we're talking Avatar tangentially, that first movie I saw 5 times in IMAX.
Oh, yeah, sweet.
Because it was such a spectacle that I had to bring people. And literally I paid for IMAX tickets 5 times so that I could just say, you don't understand. You've seen these 3D movies, you haven't seen this. Yeah, and because
the 3D was pretty amazing.
It was amazing, and still, I don't know that I've seen it matched. From that first movie. Yeah. Now, was it a good? It wasn't a good movie. I mean,
no, we'd seen that movie before. Pocahontas, Dances with Wolves, Ferngully.
Yeah,
I mean, they're all the same.
They're all the same, and literally, I got out of that. I went, huh. Pocahontas. Okay, I get it.
What was the weird metal that they wanted? Wasn't it like unobtainium or something?
Unobtainium.
Yeah.
What gets me is they never even say what they use it for. They give it this name that makes it sound special, but they never are like, this is what we can do with it. Like,
well, you've got 5 more movies to learn.
Right. But it's like, why did you want it so bad that you were willing to destroy a civilization for it? Like,
because they need to make more mining equipment to mine the unobtainium.
Yeah. They use it to make T-800s. It's all really a shared universe.
Right. Oh, my God. Can you even imagine if that's what we find out? I just I think in the movie theater the first time I saw it and they said it's called unobtainium and they didn't say that it was a joke, I groaned out loud. I think I literally was like going,
you went full Charles.
James Cameron can't come up with a better name of a metal than this. Like, look, the X-Men comic books just came up with Mysterium lately, which is the new metal.
Right.
That's not a good name either, but better than Unobtainium.
I agree.
I mean, what's next? Hard to Getite?
Oh, that was good. I love it.
Oh,
so Avatar, anyway, great TV show. Great TV show.
So far, so good. I'm looking forward to it. It's like 8 episodes, I think, and they put them all out. So it's
sweet.
Probably will be a weekend binge.
I might have to watch it. I'm a little nervous having no association with the show beforehand, but if you think it would be good for somebody, a noob like me.
The trailers look really, really good. Like I said, I haven't started yet, but the trailers look really good.
All right.
I would definitely give it a watch. And then if you're interested, take a look at the cartoon and see how you like that. I will say that that happened to me recently with the One Piece TV show, which I still haven't finished, but they did a live action One Piece. I wasn't familiar with the anime, but I found myself having just a lot of fun watching the live action. Sweet. And so I want to go back and watch the anime when I get it around to it. Probably, maybe. As long as I don't get sidetracked by Demon Slayer again.
To have too many hobbies.
Yeah, no kidding.
I just realized I have not downloaded the speak pipes from Charles because I'm pretty sure he talks about Yu Yu Hakusho in
that's right.
speak pipes.
That hit too.
Yeah. So I'm going to download those real quick, but I also need to talk about what I have been nerding out about.
Yes.
So for me, I have been watching an anime called Solo Leveling.
I swear to God, I thought you were playing a game and you were talking about solo leveling it. Yeah. All right.
Nope. An anime. And I've actually in our Discord, I was having a conversation with Civilian on base about Solo Leveling. He said he's really, really liking it as well. It is an anime where these portals opened up in the world. And with the advent of the portals, certain people gained abilities. And they're called hunters. And so you can go and have your ability measured, and each hunter is given a grade from E through, I think, S, on how strong their ability is. And the whole shtick is your ability determines your strength, period. You can't increase your ability. You can gain proficiency in different talents per se, like different techniques, and you can refine that, but your strength level as a hunter, because you're already so far above the human threshold, that's where you cap out, is based on your ability. Except there are rare instances, and they call it when you gain your ability, they call it an awakening. And so when you awaken, there are rare instances where people will experience a second awakening, and then their cap is then that, but that's it. The main character goes through this traumatic event, and he is able to unlock almost like a video game-esque challenge system where he can continually get stronger. And so it's not over yet. It's an ongoing season, but his potential seems to be limitless. And so he went from being known around Japan as the weakest hunter, barely above a normal human, to now he considers himself like C or B tier already where I'm at, and he is aiming for S tier or higher. So
like you do.
Yeah, like you do. Well, and the only reason he was even a hunter, because he was so weak, the only reason is because the stuff you get in they call them dungeons, in the portals that open up, is worth a lot of money, and he's trying to pay for his mom's medical bills.
I was going to say child's heart transplant, but same.
I was ready for it.
Yep.
Like, where's the heart at? Okay,
Right.
That's it.
Yep. So yeah, it's really good. It's gritty, so it's not for everyone by any stretch of the imagination. It's definitely not for everyone, but I'm really liking it.
This art is wild. I just Googled it just to look at some images.
Yeah.
It looks pretty. Like, I'm not, anime is where my geek card I can't get that part punched. But I really like this art.
Me too. I have a real hard time with anime, and I want to like it, but and Joe and Charles got me into Demon Slayer. I actually I got caught up. I finished what was available. I really enjoyed it, but I had to get past that over the top anime reaction stuff. It drives me crazy. Like, just stop. Just stop.
I'm with you. I grew up on like Chuck Jones, man. Like, that's a cartoon to me. So anime is taking itself so seriously, and then there'll be like a potato will come out of nowhere and have this ridiculous voice, and I'm like, what is that? What is happening? And I'll just get all bent out of shape. But I have watched some Studio Ghibli stuff, and that's great. That's just beautiful. I mean, I only recently did I get into that, so I would give this a try, Joe. This looks pretty cool.
Give it a try.
I'm glad you brought it my attention, because that's some cool looking art, and that person with the smiley face is creeping me out. So I'm in.
Where's it available?
Is it on Prime Video? I'm trying to remember now.
I don't know. I asked you.
Well, so I watch so many things, it's hard to keep track of where everything is. It's definitely on Crunchyroll, but I thought it was on Prime as well.
Crunchyroll is what IMDb says.
Okay.
So it might just be a Crunchyroll thing.
Okay.
It's also very difficult to Google solo leveling when it's that's also like a concept in video games.
Yeah. Maybe I just saw it advertised on Prime now that Prime has those stupid ads.
Probably. They need to work on their SEO, change the title so we can find it easier.
AI can help them with that.
Yeah, that's
if
right.
you just type solo leveling anime, you'll find it. It's definitely on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's available on the normal Crunchyroll, or because what Crunchyroll often does is they will make it free for the first like 3 episodes, and then it'll be locked behind a paywall.
Okay. Yeah. So the realgood.com says it's season 1 is free, but it could be misleading.
Yeah. Let me click on it. Nah. Yeah. So it looks like, again, 3 episodes are available on Crunchyroll.
Yeah. We give you the free stuff to get you in, and then get you hooked.
Yeah, they've got some. Crunchyroll has quite a few things that are available for free, but generally it's not the new stuff. So